So here we go. Episode 3. I can't believe it's 3. It's mint.
I know.
It's great. It's great. So I'm here, Wolf, with Mitch. So you don't have a nickname, really, do you?
That is my nickname.
That is it. But that's like your name, though.
When I moved over here, when I went to school up the road here.
Yeah. What, the one at Honey?
Yeah, it was downside middle. No, sorry, it was Kitbridge at the time.
Kitbridge.
And a boy in the class went, "Oh, I've got a nickname." And I went, I just thought of Mitch right on the spot. And then I found out a couple of years later my uncle was called that when he was a teenager. But it stuck with me for about 15 years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's still there now. It's still stuck now.
Everyone calls me Mitch.
Yeah. So, riding. So, when did you first become into bikes? Like, did you always have a love of bikes?
I've always had an obsession with them. I can't remember the age exactly, but Nan and Grandad got me a little green and white mini moto. Could never ride it around anywhere in London because obviously you can't ride them on the road.
Yeah.
But then, when I turned 16, I jumped straight on a 50cc ped and the journey started from there.
And then you got your big bike license.
The 1st of October last year.
Yeah, it's only a few months, isn't it? Yeah. Excellent. So what was your, what are you riding now?
Suzuki Bandit 650.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's the best bike I've ever had.
So
and I've had a lot.
The next one what's the favourite bike you've owned?
I've had a lot of bikes, as you know, over the last year, and by far this is the best one.
Yeah.
And Michelle likes this one the most comfortable.
Bloody hell. Out of all the ones you've had, because you've had a lot.
I know, yeah. It's hard to beat, but I'll say this is right up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're a good solid bike though, aren't they?
They're bulletproof. Well, the engines are, you can't go wrong with them. And it's cheap to insure, so that's a bonus.
Yeah. It's fair enough. So, dream bike then? Your ultimate dream bike?
Do you know anything Harley Davidson? I'm not going to lie to you.
Anything Harley related?
I don't know. I love Harley Davidsons. Obviously, everyone knows that I do, but choppers in general.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That kind of...
I like the low, like sit back sort of thing, hands up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Fair.
But Michelle don't like it because I ain't got 2 seats half the time. But that's fine.
To be fair, I've just put a passenger seat and foot pegs on that chop. There. Yeah.
But the suspension's going to be low.
It's a rough old ride. It is a rough old ride.
It's beautiful though, that thing behind you last week when you had it out.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. It is mint. Like I say, it's just a shame that fucking rectifier is so much. It's like 85 quid for a rectifier.
You got it now?
I've ordered it, so that'll be here in the next couple of days, but it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
Normally, any other bike, they're like 15, 20 quid.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So that's it for the bike stuff. So this is quite an interesting podcast. I've been looking forward to this one because, without blowing smoke up your ass, I says the Inner Demons is basically, from what Stu was saying on the last one, it was all based, and I've known the story, well, a lot of the story, that why the Inner Demons was set up, and it was based around yourself.
Yeah.
So I'd like to understand where the base of it all came from. So take me back before the Inner Demons even existed.
Okay.
What was the start of it all?
Well, I've always suffered with mental health issues. Still do now, but not to the extent I was last year. But obviously moved away from mum when I was 12. Grandad came and picked me up. And then when I was 16, Nan and Grandad left because I turned into a little shit and they just couldn't cope with my behaviour anymore. And I just thought I was right and everyone else was wrong all the time. So I learned quite quickly that I was going down the wrong route, and obviously I lost my family. And then I got with Michelle nearly 10 years ago, and obviously her family, Stu, have taken me in arms open, been that family for me that I've never had. I think it was about 7 years the relationship with me and Michelle was great. And then it started to spiral and go downhill. Obviously, this is where it gets to the part of where it got to, but I was sleeping on the sofa for many years. I think you, as time goes on, you fall out of love with that person because you feel like you're roommates. And that's what happened. And then, yeah, I met someone who, I won't go into names, but felt like they was that person that I needed and could give me everything that I wanted at that time. And it soon came to my understanding that it was wrong. She wasn't doing that. She drove me to try and commit suicide. I was up Culver, pissing down rain. Believe it or not, I had my bike trousers on, the ones that I gave Stu now, so I told him never sell them. I said, because they remind me. Yeah. I couldn't get my leg over. It was just too tight. And because it's barbed wire, obviously you can't stand it. It's just going to break as soon as you do it. But yeah, so I couldn't climb over. So I just fell to my knees up there, pissing down rain. Next thing you know, Shane and Stu come out of nowhere. Police, ambulance, the public. Scary.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, obviously, when that night, I remember it, I got back home, or to Stu's, because I was living there at the time. And you see how much you really do mean to people. Like, I lost my anchor point, which was my kids, last year, and that's what drove me up there. Like, I just thought that they would be better off without me. I was useless. I was deadbeat at the time. And man, how I was wrong. Like, big time. Like, in the space of a year now, I've got a job that I enjoy. Obviously, bike test passed, car test passed. Demons created, got married, and seeing the things that it's led to is unbelievable. We never thought it would get this big. Obviously, Stu, he knew I had an obsession with the bikes ever since I met him. I got him into, well, he had a quad at first, and then selling my little Bumblebee scooter to him, got him into it, gave him the bug. And when he saw that the passion that I had for bikes and it was helping with my mental health last year, he was like, right, I need to do something. So we sat down, and, you know, what he's done is crazy. And how quickly it grew. We never thought it'd be, we thought it'd just be like a group of 4 or 5 lads, and that'd be it. But when you sit back, and obviously you get all of these people that join, they've suffered with mental health, or they know of someone that is, yeah, you think, right, this is working. There is a real big need for it, and this is why we're carrying on. So, yes.
Yeah. Because Stu, the last conversation I had with Stu was the podcast, and like he said, he just thought he set it up and everything for just as an anchor point of something, something to do, basically, just distract you from everything. Yeah. And he said then it just literally just blew up, and it ended up being this big thing we've got so many members now, and it's took so much traction.
Yes,
it's just running away, and he's like, I've never thought this. And I said to him, I said, what did you think was going to happen? And he said it was like 4, 5, 6 bikes just pottering about every week. And he says it's turned into this big thing where we do all these charity runs, and we all do all this stuff for other people, and all the support we've had has been amazing. So when you from your side of it, when you set it up, when you decided and you spoke to Stu and you set it all up, is it where you thought it would go?
No, it's better.
Better.
Yeah, like I said, you go from the very beginning of the Facebook profile when it was started out. We were all on PEDs. Everyone in that photo was PEDs. And this is what I thought, like, believe it or not, when I was suffering last year, Stu didn't let me out. He wanted to keep eyes on me all the time because obviously what I tried doing, which is understandable looking back on it now. He was concerned.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did that, and like I said, I didn't think it was going to get this big, but it is, and it is being accepted by others as well on the island. That's a major thing. Like we had a chat with someone on the weekend and said you hear people trying to start these things every year. He said, and for what you guys have done is unbelievable. He says normally you give these other groups 3-4 months and that's it, they're done with. But for you to persevere and carry on nearly 12 months later and you're still growing at a faster rate, you've got every right to be proud of yourselves. And when you hear other people say that from the biking world, you're like, wow. So, and like I said, this podcast has come out of it. So this is a brilliant thing.
It's fun. I love it. I love doing it. It's just, I love doing this. I love sitting down and chatting. It's fantastic. I love it. And then I love seeing the aftermath. It's the bit in the middle, the editing in the middle. It's like, oh,
that's the worst bit.
But hopefully, it's the more I do it, the better it. It's just press play, press record it, and then there's a lot of it is not got to do. The very first one we did, that practice one we did, that was a mess. There was a lot of alcohol involved with that one. But anyway, that's another story. So it's progressed as it is, which is it's a big thing now. The one question I asked you was, where does he see it in 10 years' time? Do you see it? Where do you see it going in 10 years' time?
To be honest, we couldn't. If someone asked that question, like, how would you see this club within 12 months' time? We'd never have seen it the way it is now. But honestly, in 10 years' time, what I would like for it to happen, obviously, continue to grow. Obviously, we become a CRC. We are a point of contact for the NHS, let's say, where they can point others, to us. And, just continue to make the world, or the island, shall I say, a better place for everyone. Obviously, we've got members on the mainland, but obviously, foundations first, the island, and then spread. Hopefully, that's the way that I look at it. But as I said, 12 months ago, we would never have thought of being here. So we're smashing it, all of us. It's not just obviously a couple of us. Like every single member is putting in some sort of effort or something, and it's paying the price for it. So,
I mean, the chat, we were just saying a minute ago how the chat's so busy because there's just somebody will put in, I'm struggling with this or something, or has anyone got any ideas for this? And it just floods the amount of support, no matter what it is, whether it's something to do with, something to do with the kids, or a toy for the kids, or I don't know, missing wheel nut or something. It's just the support that everyone's got is fantastic.
So the weird thing is it's crazy when you think about it, because everyone bounces off of each other, and to find a group of people that you can bounce off, you expect it. It's like everyone's on the same wavelength as you, and you're able just to chat absolute shit, and everyone joins in on that. So, yeah, it's good.
It's from my side of it, it's been hard to kind of. I'm like learning again. I'm like learning how to have mates again. Because you're not just trying to make friends with one person or two people. You're now in this group with like 40, 50 members that are in that chat every day. And that's just the WhatsApp group. And there's obviously there's all the ones on Facebook and everything else. And it's like to have 30, 40 odd friends now. It's like, oh God.
So lots to keep on top of. And you're learning. The best thing about it, as I've said to Michelle as well, I said it to her recently, I said, is all of these people in the group have different personalities. And the best thing about it is if someone's struggling and they've got a similar personality to someone else in the group, say for instance someone approached us who's suffering, and that sort of personality or someone that's suffered in the group, we sort of know what to say or how to expect their reactions because of the amount of members that we got in the WhatsApp. So it's good. Like, we're learning off of each other as we go. As you said, we're making friends, but we're reading personalities, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Which it helps massively.
Yeah. I think one thing I like about it is because when I first was in the group and it got really busy, it got to the point I felt like I had to kind of be involved in every conversation because I needed to understand everyone. And it was like looking at it now going, somebody might put something up in the mental health chat. And I mean, I was saying this to Stu yesterday that I've not got much experience with it. So to me, it's all learning anyway. And all what I've done on the courses and stuff is what I've learned. So I can't speak from experience.
Yeah.
So, but what I do find is when somebody puts something in the chat, there's somebody related that can relate to it, and there's somebody that, and I take that stress away from me thinking that I have to be involved to try and help. I don't have to because we have such a diverse amount of people that can help and work. And
me and Stu said that today. We said the best thing about it is that there's a member in the group who's been suffering recently, and me and Stu approached him. And like, when you've got to go through a certain situation to understand what that person's going through. Obviously, you can be taught stuff online or courses or watching videos, let's say, but real emotion comes from being in that moment in the past, and that's how you can help someone out of a scary situation. But as you said, like watching others and learning people's mental state, should I say, you come to terms and you learn a lot. Yeah.
So do you, after all this has gone, and obviously it's been so busy with the demons and everything else, do you still suffer quite bad with the bad mental health side, or have you kind of eased off a little bit?
Not as bad as what it was last year. Obviously, I'll say it to you because I put it in the chat a lot. I want to be open with the group and everyone. I said that's one of my coping mechanisms now, is being honest, being open as much as I can, because I don't want to worry anyone anymore. I suffer a bit, obviously. I told the group. Nan, she's got stage 4 cancer. Every time I seem to speak to her on video calls, she seems to be getting worse. She said, like, I'm fine, or this, that, and the other, but you can see a difference in someone's energy and things like that over video, and that's kicking me big time because I'm like 4 hours away. So I'm just doing what I can, and hopefully I'll get up to her soon. But as I said, I'm learning to open up more. I don't want to bottle things up.
So you're saying that's one of your coping mechanisms?
The talking is
just open up. Have you got any other coping mechanisms, or is that the main kind of thing that you would say?
To be honest, since obviously me and Michelle restarted again last year, obviously we got married, we've become more open with each other. There's nothing that's a secret from either side now, and I feel like I can. She gets me out of bad holes sometimes, so she reads me like a book. When she knows something's wrong, she'd like pull me away from whatever we're doing. And I'll say she's a big help. Big help. Or go on bike rides. You can rev the shit out of that thing and your pain will go away.
It does, definitely. It really does. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, so do you think, like, well, I think you've kind of already answered that one anyway. Do you think the demons have helped?
100%.
But I think they've kind of first answered that in what we've just been saying.
To be honest, as I said, I've said it in the chat as well, I don't think I can imagine life without any of you now.
No.
It's grown so much. I never had any friends beforehand. And having, as I said, losing what I did last year, having nothing, and now having everything back and more, it's you can't moan in life. So it's unbelievable what we're all doing. I keep saying it because it blows our minds every day.
It is good. I mean, I love everything about it, from being able to be involved with it and have the privilege of being able to admin to be able to run it, to help run
Yeah.
it, and everything else has just been an eye opener for me, and it's been a learning curve
Yeah.
from in every aspect of having new friends and relating to people as well. And there's little things come up now and then with different people that I relate to and go, oh yeah, I'd do that. And it's like you bond even more then.
Yeah.
And I think our little group of like the regulars that we go on rides regular with and that turn up every week. It's that group's growing. And then we've got obviously the wider group of people that come when they can and that are involved in the background. But I just think everyone in the group is mint. Everyone is absolutely mint in the group. I don't see any gremlins in it or in at all.
No. As I said, everyone bounces off of each other and it's hard to find that. So.
Yeah. And I think it's the fact of it's like, no matter what time of day it is, no matter where you are, you can message somebody and be like, I want to chat, whatever. And you could get 3, 4, 5 people.
I think it helps where people work different jobs, don't they? So you've got the daytime workers and the nighttime workers. So, as you said, someone is always there at the end of the phone.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's the good part about it, is the fact that there is, because you see a lot of these groups that are set up and they're always just 9 times out of 10 they just work 9 to 5. So they're busy during the day and then whatever else you do. But I think with the amount of diversity that we have in our group, there is literally someone there every hour of the day. Yeah. There's a good 6 of us now. There's about 5 or 6 of us now that work nights as well. So
I didn't think it was that many.
Yeah, I think there's about 5 or 6 that work nights, including myself. So it's like, it's good because I think I was running Chris the other day up in Yorkshire. I was chatting with him on the phone for about an hour at like 2 o'clock in the morning when we were both on runs. And it's just that catch up of like 2 o'clock in the morning talking about where we're going and whatever else, which is good for us all. Like, so it's been brilliant. So no, I'm happy. I think it's going really well.
Yeah.
Excellent. So right. So now we've got all the serious stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add on the serious side?
No, I think everything's good. Life's good. Demons are good.
Yeah. Sweet. So, right. So that's it for the serious side. So the last couple of questions, which have got a bit of different mixed reviews on the last couple of questions from the first one, and I think majority rules that everyone wants them in there. So we've kept them in. So Stu's was funny yesterday. I could just
imagine his responses, to be honest.
They were quite good. They were a good laugh. So the base question for everyone is: would you rather look like a fish or smell like a fish?
I'd rather look like a fish, to be honest.
That seems to be.
If I don't want to be smelt from halfway across the supermarket.
That's exactly what Steve said. That's exactly what he said. He says, last thing I want to do is walk into the supermarket. He says, if somebody that, don't want to see me or whatever, I'll just go around the corner. He says, if I can smell it, he says, then I can't get away from it.
Yeah. The thing is hygiene is very important to me. Yeah. And I don't smell it. Nah. No. Makes me cringe, ain't it?
Right. So I think I might have to think of a question because that seems to be quite the standard answer for everyone. I think that's what.
Trust me, I think we've all met some smelly fishes in our time, and I don't want to be in that category of them.
The thing is, it's like we're now stood there and everyone's listening to this going, oh yeah, there's that person, and you're like, everyone will be reminiscing of going, oh yeah, that fella, remember that fella? Oh, yeah. So that's a good shout. So the other one now is: would you rather have an obvious orgasm every time you're near fruit, or never orgasm again?
See, to be honest, I'm fucked both ways because the amount of fruit that I eat. See, if I do it when I'm eating fruit, it just shows I'm enjoying it. And does that make it weird in itself?
Yeah, but when you're just near it. Every time you're
no, I
near
can't
fruit.
do that.
So like walking through the supermarket. Just
No, if I go through the doors and make that fucking high, fucking noise, nah, no way I
it
can do
is when
that.
you've got all the demons around the corner throwing grapes at you.
Yes. Yeah, sod
You're
that.
just sitting there going, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Amount of fruit Michelle buys at home, I'll be doing it at home as well. No, I'll choose the other one.
Can you imagine going around and just like hiding grapes in like little bits of the cupboards and stuff, just hiding grapes around the house, like walking around like, what the hell? Where is it?
Which one would you choose?
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Just got these images of just wandering down the hallway and just like, what the hell? Where is it? I don't know. It's like I say, it's hard, isn't it? It's because I eat a lot of fruit as well. So it is hard. Because
it is, yeah. Do you want to just make a noise every time you hear it?
the thing is, I'd writ this question a bit back, and then I thought I was walking through Tesco, and I thought I walked across past the bananas, and I was just like, I just wouldn't imagine just doing it now and just being like, hiya. That's like, and I was like, every time I walked past the fruit bowl in the house and thought about it and went, oh, would I want to do it? And I was like, I think I would have to say never again.
No, I'd say never again. But then again, if
You'd miss out on a fucking lot, then wouldn't you?
Michelle, kill me.
Yeah, that would be. The thing is, you're never going to forget that now. Every time you walk past the fruit place, you're going to go.
The thing is, as well, if I can never orgasm again, you lose because of your wife, right?
Yeah.
And if you do it when you're near a fruit, your wife's going to be like, "Oh, why can't I fucking make you do things like that?" So you're stuck in two.
Yes.
It's a two-way fucking situation. So I'm fucked both ways. Is now I've answered that, and I
think that's what I like about the questions.
If you're single, you're all right, but
because you're pretty much knackered both ways on these questions.
Yeah,
fuck it. It was quite funny. I was saying to Stu on the last one that Kieran was funnier because he would proper set up the question. When I asked him the question, he'd already researched and he knew what he was doing and he had it all planned out. So I told him the question. He was like, right, and he was like shuffling in his seat, like, ready? And he was
he's
like,
had 24 hours to prepare for the question.
He was well good. So that's pretty much wraps it up. It's been an absolute pleasure learning about how it's all going. Thank you for coming, and hopefully it just gives everyone that bit more of an insight into where the demons originated from. You know, because like I say, I'm not saying it's hard to say really, because without that experience, the demons wouldn't be here. I think the benefits the demons are having now is just out of this world. And the plans that's growing in the pipeline for the next 12 months is just massive. And if we can make a lot of difference, I think, and it's fantastic to be part of it.
It's good. I think by the end of this year we're gonna be known a lot more off the island, I reckon, especially when you get like ride bike nights starting back up again. Like the amount of members that we've got, even like a load of them went to ride bike night before we have had everyone in the group, and now we've got them, and we're all down there together. It's just going to get even bigger.
Imagine all them wearing demons hoodie down the ride bike. It's going to be massive, isn't it? It's going to be big. So hopefully we can make a difference and do some good in the community and do that. But no, thank you ever so much for coming.
All right, no problem.
And stay safe, ride safe, and like I say, for the emphasis of the podcast, there's always somebody there. There 100%. Is always somebody there. So don't hide away and think, oh, they don't want to hear from me, because we do. That's what we're here for. We're here to listen and hopefully make it better and keep people smiling. So, that's it. Yeah, reach out, keep safe, ride safe, have fun.